Hey, what's up, everybody? This is Dr. Ryan. This is your 5 minutes of fire. And obviously on the bike, actually going up a hill right now. But tip for the day, I'm giving you updates all week about preparation for half Ironman this weekend. And one of the things I'm really trying to be intentional about is visualization. And so obviously my training load is going way down this week. Preparing for the race to allow my body to recover and rest, prepare, for the race. But you can't just sit around either. So that's one thing. Like you can't just quit what you're doing and totally go stagnant. We've all done that where we've been on vacation or something. You totally took a break from everything that you normally do that perpetuates you toward success, and you kind of start to see things fall apart, and then it's difficult to get back into the routine. So comment number one is you don't ever really take a break. I love the saying no days off, because if you're truly pursuing your passion in life and you're doing things that are congruent with your body type, not your body type, your body makeup, we're all built the same way, but your lifestyle is congruent to optimal health, and it's not just that you're trying to trick your body into doing things for a performance or a competition or something like that, then you really shouldn't have to ever take a day off. So the point is, this week, obviously I'm not stopping what I'm doing. In fact, I'm continuing with my normal routine, other than sleeping in a little bit later to give my body some time to recover. But the biggest thing that I'm doing as far as mental preparation, I always get patients that ask me, like, what do you do to prepare mentally to get ready for this thing? And the number one thing that I found is just visualization, and it's literally like closing my eyes, imagining myself getting ready, getting up in the morning on race day, 4 a.m., have tons of energy, get a great breakfast, walk down to the starting line, get my stuff all together. I'm looking out over the water's calm, the sun's coming up, everyone's happy, they're smiling, I'm happy, smiling, and just getting ready to enjoy an amazing day. It's gonna be tough and difficult, but if I can enjoy the process, it's gonna be a lot more fun. And that's why we do it. That's why we should be doing anything. It's because we enjoy it and it's in alignment with our sole purpose. But so what I'm doing this week is my morning time, I'm spending time visualizing what that day is going to look like. I'm even visualizing what time I'm going to go to bed the night before. And then, as I'm working out, I'm picturing myself in certain parts of the race. Fortunately, I live in the venue or the location, so my training routes are exactly where the race is. So I'm kind of fortunate that way. But even if you travel to go compete somewhere or whatever, like if you're a business person or a speaker, and you're going to travel to go speak or do some kind of event or presentation, then you just put yourself in that position and you visualize it happening over and over and over again. And that's something I've learned by studying professional athletes for over a decade now, is that every single one of them, even though they have little nuances to their routine, they all visualize. Michael Jordan pictured himself making the game-winning shot a bazillion times, and then guess what? When it came down to it, they gave him the ball and he made the game-winning shot. That's not just because he practiced a bunch, it's because he saw himself doing that over and over and over again. And so, I'm doing the same thing with this race, but I've also found that that's an incredible tool for any area of your life. If you want to have a good marriage, visualize yourself having a good marriage, and not just like categorically or what it looks like on paper, but literally picture yourself coming home, kissing your wife and your kids, and having intentional time in the evening, or whatever the case is, whatever it looks like for you. Same thing with your finances and your professional life. If you can visualize yourself achieving the things that you want to achieve, one of my mentors used to say, when it's slow in your office, just go room to room and picture or visualize patients laying on the table and adjust air. I actually did that for about a month. My patients thought I was crazy. I used to go back and forth between adjusting tables, and I would adjust the table with nobody on it, and patients look at me like, what are you doing? I'm like, oh, I'm just checking the table. I'm just making sure the drops work. And actually a couple of people, I actually told them, like, I was like, hey, listen, there needs to be more people in here, and I'm just training myself to get ready for the masses, the people that are going to flood this office someday. And I think we're not the busiest office in the world, but we're up there. And so, I think a lot of that's because I visualized what I wanted to see happen, and now I'm seeing it happen because it's already happened in my mind. So point is, for today, visualization is key. If you can't see it in your mind, the chances of it actually happening are pretty much just that. It's just by chance. It's just random. And so I tend to want to be in control of things. And so if I can visualize ahead of time what I want to see happen, the likelihood of it happening are way higher, because you're setting a course in your brain. You're setting a blueprint for what you want to see happen. And then at least your brain has a template. So the wind's kicking up. I'm going to peace out. We'll see you tomorrow.